Soon as we step on the mic, man, you notice the difference. Heavenly blessed with the melanin, baby, you know that we winning. No time for the long talk, got 120 on the clock. Wednesday 8 through 10, all the bad vibes better stop. Cause you gotta come with that energy. Kazual Konvo, baby, come down and just sit with me. Lil' Coco be spitting that remedy. Kazual Konvo, baby, come down and just sit with me. You better take this shit serious. She dropping knowledge on head and it's free for the play. Tap in right now if you curious. We got the ham radio going lit every age. We go from people to family to pilots. Stay with me if you got something to say. Know it's important if we go acknowledge. Speak on the business and get out the way. What you gonna say about my mama? She winning, you rockhead.
Ah, you got this one right.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Casual Convo Show, where we have conversations about topics that affect the community's personal and business relationships. We always have the casual convo, so you don't have to have the tough convo. I'm your host, Coco, and with me is the amazing DJ extraordinaire Bosco from the Bronx.
Yay, yay, happy new year. Or should I
Okay,
say
now stop
every
shooting.
new year?
You was working out.
Oh yeah, I've got to lose this weight, man. I got to be
All
ready for
right.
summer.
So, first show of the year. Happy
Yep.
New Year's to everybody. I hope your 2023 has been amazing. Um, Before Bosco give us his thoughts, I know we always say, we give the highlights and we say prayers going out, of course, to the football player,
Mhm,
him, and we hope he gets better.
mhm.
Good news that he's progressing. So I was happy to hear that, even though he's in critical condition. But also, I wanted to do something also locally because we always talk about our local communities and things that happen. And we also need to send prayers out. Like today, here in Baltimore, 5 children, like teenagers, were shot. One died. So my prayers and my heart go out to those families, those
Mhm.
parents, the community, the students at the school that was close by, which was also close to the high school that I graduated from. Um, and I just, it's a sad situation, and I just want everybody to just pray for them families because we're starting off a little rough. So I know we always
Mhm.
do celebrities, but I think we also should show love no matter which way, good or bad. We always celebrate each other, but also in times of like distress, we should also send our thoughts and our prayers out no matter what
Mhm.
God you pray to.
Right.
So with that out the way, we all know Bosco is getting ready to ruffle feathers. First first thing this first thing this year. I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. So without further ado, we want to have the first Bosco thoughts of the year. Happy 2023.
There we go. There's so much to talk about because so much has happened over the past couple of days. I wanted to touch on the gun violence and I want to touch on hip hop, but I'm gonna hold the gun violence over for another week because that's not going away. We're gonna talk about hip hop. I had a discussion a few days ago, and I made a reference to drill rappers. I said drill rappers are the worst, and I say that because we all know what drill music is about. It's about murder, whether it be family or friends and whatever. It's about murder. Let's keep it 100. And a lot of stuff that's going on now in the rap world involves drill rappers. Now, people talk about rap and people don't realize rap goes back to the 30s. And rap was never about violence. And when hip hop was birthed in the 70s, it was to bring those gang members together. Look, let's stop shooting each other. Let's battle it on the mic. And that's how the crews built. And we all had unity. And we pushed being together. It made us feel proud to be black. Whites got into it, Latinos was in it. We all became as one. However, some people still want to throw dirt on the pioneers of hip hop. And I say this to y'all: you guys are rappers because you were influenced by the pioneers. You would not be doing, oh no, so and so influenced me. Your favorite rapper was influenced by the pioneers. That's why you do it. It came down from somewhere. And to say that the pioneers are the ones who pushed the crack epidemic is not only disrespectful, you're like 100% wrong. I'm one who grew up during that era. Um, The one thing they kept out of their lyrics was crack. You can go back to the Masters of Ceremony with Grand Poobah, where he first began. The main thing they talked about was don't do crack. Everyone talked about leave it alone, leave it alone. Public Enemy, the X Clan, Def Jeff, Queen Latifah, Moni Love. You can go down the line. A Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers. All of them talked about being together. Let's be family. Queen Latifah and Moni Love. Hey, let's be powerful black women. Public Enemy, support them. We got to support our black. All that. So for someone from Houston, Texas, I'm not going to say their name, and I got a problem with these people from Houston fans because they love to shit on the Pioneers when the Pioneers show mad love to Houston rappers. For them to say that the worst part of hip hop when it came to drugs were the 80s because of the crack epidemic is wrong. That stuff didn't start until about the 90s with the West Coast when they brought the guns in. Because like they said, we made it to where when you listen to our music, you have to pull on a bulletproof vest. That came from the West Coast. Big respect to the West Coast where they put out a lot of dope rappers. But don't shit on the Pioneers saying they are the ones that pushed the crack epidemic because they didn't. Back then, the same mainstream that you support today is the same mainstream that tried to shut them down because they were bringing us together. So cut the bullshit. Learn your history. That's it. Damn.
Do you get to do the head tilt?
Damn right. Got to
I
keep it
agree.
slow.
I agree. I
Yeah.
really hope a couple of key points to take
Mhm.
away. I really hope that people understand the origin of hip hop and the meaning and where it's headed because
Mhm.
it's going to be a future show about this. I'm going to just say that.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to know that what we're seeing, the spiral of hip hop, the spiral of, I don't even want to say hip hop because the culture is like completely
Mm.
flipped upside down.
I just say rap. I don't associate with hip
Yeah,
hop.
that's what I'm. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just hope that more people tend to get back to the roots of it, before it's too late. And as
You
we
know what
see,
it
like
is?
this, huh?
I don't mean to
Mhm,
interrupt you. What it is, like I just heard this today, and I've been saying this for the longest. The parody that people
mhm,
had for rap and hip hop back then, that's what it is now. The very thing they said hip hop and rap was about in the 80s when it was positive is
mhm,
what it is now. That's where they tried to stop it when it was clean. Because we were
mhm,
coming together. And now that it's grimy, they're like, yeah, we got it where we want it to be. They pushed the black executive out and they brought the guy in who didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Hey, give him money. No disrespect to any white people out there, but that's what happened. They put the money here. Here's this million or here's this whatever. I need you to talk about. I worked at radio. I
okay.
worked at radio. Power 98 in Charlotte. I worked on radio. And they told us, well, I think we had the discussion before. They told us what we had to play. And I was just a
Yeah, you
guest.
did tell us that. Yeah,
Yeah, I was just a guest. They told us what we had to play. And a bunch of us walked out. Shout out to Quentin Moore. He was there too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just want to see it more like instead of the destruction of each other, and then
Hmm.
keep every time you turn around, you seeing one of them dying,
Every
due to,
week.
like due to senseless violence, or as we see, they catching Ricos, they getting locked up.
Yeah.
We didn't see this back then.
We
So
didn't.
I would like to stop seeing that, and I really want to see it move to a more positive. Hopefully,
Hmm.
these situations that's happening now will wake everybody up.
Hmm.
2023, we got to do better.
We gotta do better, man. Shouts out to Casual Convo Show. We bring it together. We're not out to bash anyone.
Right.
Mm.
And yes, rest in peace to we lost a beautiful soul, Gangsta
Yeah.
Boo. Um,
Yeah.
we don't focus
Wow.
on people's shortcomings or what they had going on. She was
Hmm.
a human being who
Hmm.
lost life. I hate when I see death and people, regardless of why, we always got something to say. And we focus
Hmm.
on the negative. Like, just imagine
Right.
she had us bopping our heads at one point in time. She put a smile on
Yeah.
somebody's face, so we want to celebrate that,
You know what? She was one of the I would say she's one of the queens of I guess I don't want to say Southern rap because she was a little later,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess you could say that little area between like Tennessee, Kentucky, that little Bible Belt.
Yeah.
She's one of the queens, man. You know, you got to give her due. You know,
Look at the chat too when you get a chance.
yeah.
Okay, so speaking of fresh
Hmm.
starts and all that good stuff, so we got all the bad stuff out the way. We just losing people left and right. We started the new year off kind of rocky. So
Hmm.
let's talk about some good stuff. Did you do a resolution?
That do who?
A New Year's resolution?
Just to be better.
I mean, like you actually was like, my New Year's resolution is dot dot
Nah,
dot
I,
dot.
nah, I didn't. I didn't do it that way. I just said, I just asked the universe to make me better. That was it for 2023. Yeah.
How do you feel about resolutions when people will always be like, New Year, new me, da 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 da, and people be like,
I
this is my resolution, and they do all of this stuff.
don't make promises you can't keep. Just say, I hope next year I can do better. I'm gonna try to. Just see that. That's all you got to say. 2023. I'm gonna try to clean. I'm gonna try to clean the slate, and I'm gonna try to be a better me. If I fail, I fail, but I'm gonna get. I'm gonna try. Don't say my news was new. No, no, cut it out.
I didn't make one either.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was like, okay, I'm going to set out to do this. What I did was,
Hmm.
it's kind of not interesting, but it's interesting to me because I'm trying to
Hmm.
get organized in my life. So what I did was I sat down something that I started doing in 2022. And you know
Hmm.
how we always like, we going to leave this here. It's certain
Yeah.
things that I did want to take into my 2023. And
Hmm.
one of those things was organizing my goals.
Hmm.
I'm a visual person, so sometimes I have to see it, revisit it, and do certain things. So
Hmm.
I don't know if this may help somebody out there. So what I did was I set reasonable
Hmm.
goals. I think sometimes when people do resolutions and things
Hmm.
like that, they're unrealistic.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
it's no way you're gonna lose 85 pounds in 3 months. It's
No.
unless you just I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know, but that's like
Mm.
unrealistic. So
Right.
I did set like short term, long term, and the amount of what I wanted to
Right.
cover over the year.
Hmm.
But I did it step by step. And I think a lot of times we try to do too many things at one time when it comes to if you want to say you set a resolution. I'm not knocking nobody for doing it, but I think
Hmm.
we don't stick to them because they're not realistic and then we don't have the determination to do so.
Right.
So it's kind of like we'll start it, we be motivated, and then it's like life hits.
Right.
It happens. So I think even in setting those goals, I always try to come up with a backup plan, like the what ifs. Um,
Right.
my kids hate that I'm always like, but you never know. Life happens, and I think we
Life happens.
sometimes got to plan for the what ifs as well as the what we want to do because everything is
Yeah.
not going to be smooth sailing. So
I
I
agree.
did make some. I'm not going to say what they are, but those are certain things that I did take into um 2023.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm not even going to say. I know every year everybody want to lose weight. We see the gyms be crowded. I think I saw a post about it as well. Everybody packed the gyms. Then a month later, it's like you can find a treadmill.
Right.
So everybody set the same goal. I think I would like to challenge everybody to set a goal that's not the
Reasonable.
norm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that's
It's
really based for you for growth.
right. I'm with you. That's basically what I did. Just realistic stuff. I said, well, mine was more like a 6 month cutoff. Like, let me see how I am in 6 months. That's why I had mine. One like just two halves of the year. We see how I do for half the year. Then I reassess myself and see where I am.
I got
Yeah.
60-day goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't look that far
Well,
ahead
I
because
no. Well, I do have some stuff that I do have some stuff where I have like short term, like 2 or 3 months. Yeah. But just basic stuff.
care to share.
Say again.
Care to share.
Yeah. One thing, my diet. I was gonna work myself because was once a vegetarian for a short time, and me and a homie I know locally, hip hop guy. Shout out Austin Hayes. He's a vegan. He's been a vegan for 7 years, and he's working with me to work on my diet. So he's going to work with me to make it down to vegetarian, just so I can, get more fit. Not that I don't like meat. It's just I found when I stopped eating meat some years ago. Well, I don't eat beef. I just eat fish and chicken now, mainly fish. When I did, the weight was easy for me to lose. I didn't work it. I just walked. I didn't do any really exercise. I just walked every day, and I went from 277 to 205 in like, I guess, like 5 months.
Yeah, I didn't call mine weight loss. I called it healthy choices or
That too.
healthy
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Because when I
yeah.
focus on, okay, I'm going to do this, I don't stick to it because I think
Right,
I'm pretty much psyching myself out. So I
right.
allow myself the space of error.
Yeah.
So I started with well, which I already started,
Hmm.
seeing a nutritionist, talking to my doctor, seeing what was
Hmm.
best for
Hmm.
me. So I think we quick to say we're gonna go to the gym, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But a lot of times we don't incorporate our overall what our body is.
Right,
Everybody's body's not the same. So no
right.
matter what we do, I think I always say we live in a society where we want to tell everybody how they what they should and shouldn't do.
Hmm.
Your body is not my body is not the next person.
Right,
So I think we got to figure out ways to do what's right for ourselves. One, for longevity, to make sure that we can stick to the plan,
right.
and then actually stay determined to do so.
I agree.
So that was one thing that I did was I went to my doctor, got on her nerves.
Hmm.
Um, I got her cell phone number and everything. I'd be like, excuse me. She's
Hmm.
like, what do you want? I'm like, I got a question. So
Yeah.
yeah, we started that process, and it wasn't like okay,
Hmm.
you got to stop this. It's like
Right.
a gradual thing. And I think it's important to see where your shortcomings are first and identify them. And I think a lot of times people don't take the time to identify
Yeah.
where the issue lies or what
Right.
is it that they really want to work on. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this because I want to be cute. Okay, it's like, oh, why? Is it have like
Right.
a different underlying reason as
Right.
to why you want to do something?
Right. Right. And I think one of the issues that affect people is they let outside forces, um like, suppose someone say, I want to lose 50 pounds in, I don't know, 6 months. They let people from the out, man, you sure? Nah, you can't do that, man. And they say this stuff, man, for what? For what? And I I hear this from women, and it's sad because I hear women tell other women, why you want to do that for? Why you want to lose all that weight for? You ain't got, show what you got, girl. Well, maybe the person doesn't feel comfortable. Maybe they feel like they might want to do it for health reasons. You don't know, they may have high blood pressure. I don't do that. Don't do that. Why you should flaunt what you got? No, you want her to flaunt this for because you want her to do that, but she's doing it for herself. Let her let her do her thing. Encourage her. Like with guys, when we say, we're like, yo, do that. We were like, yo, do it, man. Do it. Do it. Do it. We don't say, man, why you want to do? We're trying to, like, yo, man, you should do that. But I hear a lot of women say to each other, don't do it. Don't do it. Why are you doing it? Let the girl do it. Let her do her thing.
I'm gonna get cussed out, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that's because most women don't want to see other women look better than them or have that
I wanted
certain.
to say that, but I didn't want to,
I
get
say
cursed
it.
out.
I will say it. Don't want to
Okay.
see other women have that level of confidence or
Yeah.
envy and jealousy is real, especially
Yeah.
amongst unfortunately amongst women. So it's kind of like if you are the one some don't they'll want you to outshine them or do certain things, and sometimes it's like unintentional, but
Yeah.
it's kind of, I think you got to that's when you got to know your circle because it's rare to
Yeah.
find people who will be like, I support you. This is what you want to do. Yeah, you might want to, look into this or you might want to look into that instead of just they'll go. I mean, you can support my bad habits at
Yeah.
times, but
Yeah.
when you know I need to change, tell me.
Right.
Don't just be like, yeah, you all right. No, I'm not. And you know it. And it's kind of feel, and it's like you know the truth. And he's
Yeah.
like, you want to sit in my face and really tell this bold face lie.
Right.
Because a lot of times we already know.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And that's why we need to do more encouraging than anything. Because I know when the first time I lost my weight, A lot of people said, "Man, what you been doing? Smoking crack?" And a rumor had went around because I had stopped smoke. I stopped DJing for a while, for like a good 4 or 5. I just stopped because
That was that was mean.
yeah, but check out the story. It's crazy. I just stopped because I just got fed up with the politics, with the radio. I just got fed up, and I stopped DJing, and I would just do stuff in my house. They were going around saying I sold my equipment because I started smoking because I lost that weight. They would say it was all types of. I got AIDS. I said, whoa, whoa. I said I lost the weight because I needed to. So when I had a party, they seen on my gear. They was like, "Oh, I heard you sold all that." I said, "Nah, I got it." I said, "I just got tired of politics." I said, "But now I'm back to DJing." Yeah, that's the type of stuff I heard, and I've seen women around here who lost weight, and the sad part about it, it's our own people. And I'm like, because I know this girl named Kim. I won't say her last name, but she lost the weight. She was like, she might have been like 2'8". She was huge. But
Can I can I play devil's advocate?
yeah,
I mean,
say your thing. Say your thing. What's up? What's up?
I mean, it's like it's like I mean, I get you lose weight and stuff. Yeah, some people look cute because they,
Yeah,
they lose it and they still look healthy.
yeah,
And I think it's when it's like we talked about last week, it's when it's that drastic and you out here thinking you look
mhm,
cute. Yeah,
yeah.
you little, but it doesn't look healthy. It's when I think
I
you
can
look
see
sick.
that.
But
But
I
see,
think sometimes with some people also be haters because you look good and you small. But I think like we said last time, and I think Jay was saying it to me like I don't when he was like, I don't want you to get down to that size.
right,
Like I don't want to be a 150. Like me,
yeah,
my,
right, yeah,
my my goal weight is maybe like a 180, 190.
right,
Because I'll still have a certain level of thickness. I think at
hmm,
my age and the way my body is now, if I go all the
right,
way down there, I would look like I got
yeah.
something.
I
And
got
I
a
think
question.
that drastic weight loss
Yeah,
is one thing, but I think people should also look into how to be healthy. It's one thing to
yeah,
be like, but I'm not about to sit here. I'm not that person. When people are like, yeah, look at me, look at me. And if
hmm,
you looking like you about to be on the table, I'm
hmm,
not about to be like, oh girl, you cute, or oh shorty, you all right. I'm like,
hmm.
oh all right.
You know, it was like when I lost the weight the first time. I admit I looked a little gaunt. I really did. So I put some weight back. I put like 20, 30 pounds back on. I was like, okay. Second time I lost weight, it was different. They was like, boy, you lost a little weight, but you still had those chirpers. The girl Kim I'm talking about, she's like a good 280.
Hmm.
But see, she's tall. She's like 5'11". She might have got down to about 200, but she was, like pow. She was like Serena Williams. But people
Hmm.
started saying that she did it because she's gay. She wasn't even gay. Oh, she don't turn gay, so now she want to be like a dyke. Da, 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 da. And it was nothing like that. And she really got like in the dirt, like she was down. And I said, "Yo, you look good." She said, "But I hate." She said, "I hate black people." I said,
Hmm.
"Chill."
Yeah, most
But
black
they
people hate us.
but they
I know
said it
you don't
like,
like that word, but they behave. They
yeah,
behave.
that's how. Yeah, she was like, they were saying I'm gay and all this stuff. Da, da, da. And I was like, "Nah, you look good." I mean, she was like Serena Williams when she lost her weight.
They was calling her gay because probably the same sex was got attracted to her when she lost that weight, and they was trying to make sure to see if they had a shot. You got to watch stuff like that. So
So
you
these
got
are dudes saying that. This is dudes. Dudes
oh, they
saying
couldn't
that.
get no more. She was too cute.
Yeah, that
And
was it
they
was
probably
dudes
felt
saying
like
that.
she wouldn't fool with them. I think a lot
Yeah.
of times also people got to understand also when it comes
Mhm.
to changing your body and
Yeah.
changing different things in your life, even if I don't even want to say a resolution, but just a goal period. A lot
Mhm.
of times it is to build that confidence. You got to understand
Mhm.
sometimes even when it comes to weight,
Mhm.
any type of lifestyle, it can affect your security level. You can become
Yeah.
insecure. So I
Yeah.
think most people when they lose weight and they start to build a certain confidence because they feel good, they look good, they starting
Yeah.
on the next. You going a lot of people start to feel that. So we see
Mhm.
it. all over. When people get to losing that weight, they
Mm-hmm.
win everything. I ain't want
Yeah.
no harm. I say it all the time. Let me lose my leg on stomach. Let me tell you how every show I'm gonna be in a crop top, bralette, something. You all gonna get all of this.
Look here. When I
Oh,
lose my weight, I'm gonna be in the tightest white beater you ever seen. Like, man, is that a shirt? Is that a tattoo you got on? I mean, they're gonna look at me crazy, you know? Like,
just
nah, man,
admire
baby.
it.
Like, I just look good, don't I? So
Yeah, like just sit back and admire. Don't even worry about it.
yeah, but those who got the New Year's resolutions or prompt, whatever you want to call it, just have, like you said, just have goals, 3 months, 6 months, or 3 months, 5 months, whatever. Just don't try to be like, I'm gonna do this in this amount of time, because you set yourself up for failure. You know, so
What's the worst resolution that you saw?
I guess somebody's saying they're getting married.
By the end of the year?
Yeah,
Now I done seen people
that
break
might be
up
the
if they
worst.
was like if they didn't commit or if they were with somebody in 2022. They
Yeah,
was like, I'm
yeah,
not doing
yeah,
this. They got 31 days.
yeah, yeah. I've heard that one. Yeah,
And they still be with them
still,
the next year
still,
saying the same.
I'm going to still be together. Like, did you say that last year? Well, last year, we were just trying to, we had our, we're gonna try, but this year, dude, you're gonna say it in 2095. Don't even try.
Then it's gonna
Yeah,
be like, I'm tired.
that
I'm
might be the worst. But I've heard people say, I'm gonna be married this year, but they're like, well, who are you dating? Um, they ain't been dating nobody, but they're gonna marry somebody by the end of the year. Like, who gonna marry your ass that fast? You're not even dating anyone now. You know,
that part.
yeah.
It's like find somebody.
I, mm-mm. It take more than 9 months, man. Nah, yeah. So
I said I was gonna find me a man in 2023. Now I ain't say in which way he gonna come or how he gonna be, but
I said the same thing, but the things are looking bleak around here. I feel like I was swimming in a swamp rather than the ocean, man.
Marina, I need you to click the link because I want
Yeah,
to
I
hear. I want to hear this resolution because she been killing it on social media this week.
yeah, yeah. You
What's
need
your
to get ahead and
resolution?
clock in.
She said hers is more cutthroat.
Yeah, it is. She need to come. I just sent to the. I just told her that we were on, so she's
So
chiming in.
if you want to call or if you would like to call in, the call in number is 870-714-2522.
You too,
You
or
say
just
the
go to
number
our
next
wall.
time because I'm tired of people coming from the bottom one that's in me. That was too many twos.
870-714-2522.
Thank you. We're not doing that this year. Look, I sidebar. So it's crazy because I never hear it, right?
Yeah,
And I'd be like, I don't know what people be talking about. They even when I hear other people from here talking, I'd be like, they stupid. They don't get
yeah,
what's going on. So one of the shorts went
hmm
up, and there was a bunch of do's and twos that was flying out my mouth, and I said,
Oh,
"Oh, girl."
that short I saw today. I like that short today, man. I was like, all right.
No,
I
I
thought it
was
was gonna go through the whole show. I was like, hey, and it starts at, well, wait a minute.
no, I was looking like I sound like that. Do you ever like look and hear yourself and be like, mm.
Yeah, yeah. Like people tell me, where you from? I'm like, New York. You sound like it. When I hear myself, I'm like, I don't hear it. But I hear it in other New Yorkers. I'm like, I don't hear it. You so you don't hear it? Then they be like, count to 10. And I go, see, the way you said four. I like, how did I say it? You was like four. I like, that's how you say it. So how do you say it? Like, well, you
So,
said different. Yeah. I like, well, yeah, you don't want to sound funny. You know, not me. You don't want to sound different. Because there's only one O and no E in there. Y'all be like four.
but no
Uh,
shade. Most New Yorkers, like
yeah.
New York, Jersey, y'all think y'all talk the better than everybody. Y'all want to talk about how anybody listen, but don't nobody be like how y'all be like, yo, son. your son word is born. We don't never be like, y'all sound crazy, but soon as somebody else say something, you would first thing y'all be like, your country ass. So the fuck what? You
Yeah, we
sound
do.
dumb. Like,
I say
you
that. I say that now, country ass.
like it never it's always a New Yorker though. Like you can get certain things. Most people from other places might be like, okay, you got a little accent, where you from? And then you tell them, right? Come across a New York, especially the worst ones. No shade to
Yeah,
nobody from New York. Brooklyn.
yeah. Oh, Brooklyn. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
think
brutal.
they run the world. Everybody
Brooklyn.
gotta
They
talk
think
like
they.
they from Brooklyn. Everybody gotta do this. And if they be like, why y'all say it like that? That is pronounced. It's pronounced. You be
Yeah.
like, listen,
Shout
don't
out.
worry about my vernacular.
Shout out Travis Hall. Shout out my boy Travis Hall from Brooklyn. Back Taylor. What up, y'all? But yeah, yeah, people from Brooklyn, man. Yeah, I gotta admit, they think they everything. Yeah, yeah, they
Yes,
think
they
they
think
everything.
everywhere they go. But why y'all don't stay in Brooklyn since
Yeah,
Brooklyn's so popping?
yeah.
Like,
But yo,
hey
you,
friend, hi Tiff.
you know who
We talked
like
about you last week.
the worst you could tell a person from New York is they sound like they're from Boston. No, we don't. Boston got a different talk, different speech. We
You
do
know what I
not sound.
like? I like
Mhm.
Kai when they be like the
Yeah,
Kai.
they don't. Yeah, they say car. Like, yeah, I mean, I say a little bit, but I don't say that as a car. You know, they say car as a car. Yeah, they got the I, we got the R. Yeah.
Hey Raina,
What up
welcome.
in the
Hey,
building?
hey, hey, I'm in the house.
It's about time. Took you all day.
Finally.
Welcome. So to all the listeners and viewers, we have Miss Raina on the line. She gonna
That's
tell us
my
about the
niece.
cutthroat
Well,
resolution because you have been giving me so much life on social media, and that's for those of you who may want to follow Bosco and I on social media. We do follow back.
Hmm. You'll get
That
some,
wasn't a lie. You know, God don't like.
and we get live on our pages. When I stay out of Facebook jail, you'll love my page. That's the only problem.
All right,
So,
Raina, what's this? What's this resolution, ma'am?
what's your resolution? Because I don't know. I don't think you told me or not. If you
uh,
didn't, I don't know how I got by our conversations. But go ahead.
for me, I feel like I want to get back to how I used to be.
How's that?
So you
Not
remember
the.
when I was with Tony? Like I really slowed it down. You
Oh,
know,
I thought you
I
talking about the
got into
Morena
my soft
Uncensored
girl
days.
mode.
Okay, I thought you talking about the Morena Uncensored days.
Wait a minute,
Oh
Okay.
Paula.
yeah,
Who's
yeah. I
Tony?
want to get back to that.
Who's Tony? Like, you can't just call out a name and we don't know. Fill us in.
Tony's
So
just a light skinned nigga. But go ahead, Tony.
Tony, is a guy who I was talking to since what 2021.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
We just broke it off. What December? Like we just stopped
yeah,
talking to each other.
yeah, like a month ago.
Completely done.
But they like each other. They like each
Something.
other.
So wait a minute. So is it that you want to get back with Tony or what's going
No,
on?
I want to be back to how I used to be before I met him.
How is that?
Like, um, I was more outspoken.
Hmm.
I would say I was more sharp at the tongue. And being with him, I mellowed out. Because I was matching his energy, and so by matching his energy, like it kind of took over to like my everyday life. So I wouldn't post as much crazy stuff as I would have
You
before I
mean
met
you mean to translate it for you?
him.
Basically, she would post like me. Just hers was more X-rated. Okay,
I can see that.
because my mother, Candace Featherstone. When you say Ruffle Featherstone, feathers. That's my mother. That's the last name Featherstone. My mother, Candace Featherstone, rest in peace. She was mutual friends with both of us. That's my grandmother. That's her great grandmother. I mean, that's my mother. That's her grandmother. And
Hold on.
she used to see.
Let's hold on. I mean, let me know if I'm prying too much because I get curious and I have questions. So let's get back to Tony. What
Oh,
made you change from being this outspoken firecracker to was it like a submission type thing or like what was going on with that?
Submission for the most part, submission, and just he was like, I want my lady to hold herself to a certain standard, like just calm down with some of the stuff you post. So I'm like, I can do that, I can calm down.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just not going. So now you like it's no keep calm. It's just brat.
Yep.
Basically, basically,
You
basically.
know, because that's just how I be feeling inside. And then, like, I really calmed down. I used to be a real ticking time bomb.
Yep.
It was
Wait,
boom,
not
boom.
you. You're so cute.
Huh?
She posted a picture. I was like, she's so cute. She's and pretty.
Don't
But you
believe
know
it.
what? They do say it's the pretty ones you gotta watch out
Coco,
for.
the women in our family are CRAZYYYYYYYY. All of them. All of them. From my mother down to my youngest grandchild.
They just
They are
misunderstood.
no.
No, your
They
mother's
are.
mother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my grandmother. Yeah, they were all crazy. We got a female-dominated family. All of them got a few cells missing. They all crazy. All of them are crazy. Her mama crazy. They
True that.
all crazy.
So okay, so other than that, we can cover everything we talked about. So what else is that your only resolution, or what else would you like to like do differently or see differently? Matter of fact, because you wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
And also, what would you like to see? Because you also thank you for supporting the show. Would you like to see different or more of?
Like,
Uh,
regarding the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, because like I'm really just getting into it, so I'm enjoying everything you guys are doing right now.
well,
Um, but
when you
that's
hit
just me.
when we talk or whatever,
But
just hit me up.
personally, like as far as resolutions, it's just to be more outspoken, how I used to be, um, and to be more honest. Because like I really toned down on how blunt I was,
Yep.
just so that I wouldn't hurt people's feelings or feel like I'm stepping on toes. And, but now it's just like, I got to
Right.
get me back. And I don't care who I hurt, you
I
know?
agree.
Yeah.
Because
I
she used
mean,
to speak up and then she chilled. I
but
miss
Coco,
that.
you
Yeah.
saw in my post, I was like, thank you if you with me and F you if you're not. Like,
I was doing like a cyber high five and everything, like girl, yes, girl power. We was going there with it. So I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, I was, and then it's funny
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
usually she's just so her little post be all cute and dainty. That 1 1 2 3 hit, it was like boom, pow, bow, 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 bow. I was like, oh, she letting off cannons this year. And I
I'm
was
letting it
like, okay, I'm here for I'm always here for the shenanigans because I
Mhm.
be boring.
The women in our family are crazy. Just remember that. All
out.
of
So, yeah, I'm about to get back to me, and as far as like fitness, because I heard you guys talking about fitness,
them.
I
Mhm.
do
Mhm.
want to get back to that, but I'm not making it a priority.
She'll tell you how I looked when I lost all that weight. Tell her how I looked.
Bad.
He just wants to like gas his ass up. You would tell he from New York.
It was
That's,
bad.
Tell her
that's
she'll tell you. I look like I was gone. She like, you
Yeah,
lost a lot of weight.
oh
I
my
tell you.
god.
I
it
like,
was
yeah, I like.
bad.
The one thing that I think I want to do more in 2023, I said, and I know it's going to take time because of the type of person that I am,
Mhm.
is to say no more and to put myself first. That's
Got
like
to.
Right.
my top thing because I'm famous for. That's one thing I will share is I'm
Mhm.
famous for putting everybody else like before myself. Always been like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
go with the flow,
Mhm.
make it. So I said I'm just going to do more of
You gotta.
me.
You have
I
to.
did that last year. I was like, I'm done.
Now, 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 tell Coco off of Facebook and everything. I'm to myself. They don't believe it. I'm to myself. Tell her the
Yeah,
truth.
you are. It's
To myself.
annoying sometimes, but yeah. Because I be wanting him to be more involved and stuff,
I told you.
like
I told
family
you.
related stuff.
Do I invite people to my house?
No, I got a key though.
Yeah, she got a key. So I don't tell you what I was telling you. I'm laid back and I don't mess with people. I
You
just
see my
trash
face,
talk.
right?
I just
I don't
trash
believe
talk.
it. First of all,
She's
you stay in too much trouble for one to be an introvert. Now I can see
I
Jay.
do it
Now
on
Jay Nathaniel, he's more of an introvert. Jay be saying so he don't be having as many like he used to have horror stories, but
yeah.
you
Well, see, you know what? I do it because I just like to trash talk on Facebook. But off of Facebook, mm-mm, I don't. Like if I go to like if we have like a Thanksgiving dinner, I go get my food, chill. I talk over. Yo, I'm going to the crib for
so how
real.
do you get into the altercations? How do you end up in jail? How do you end up breaking up homes? This is
Oh,
cannot be from
because I'm a good guy. Women go crazy over me. I'm just please tell her I don't do nothing outside of Facebook. I'm a real nice guy, and women
Yeah.
and lady, look here, ladies. I'm not bragging,
you.
but
You can't say
women
you
go.
don't do nothing and then
I
you be
don't
sleeping with
do
these
nothing.
men's wives and baby mothers
No, you know
and
what it
then
is.
beating them up.
You know what it is. I'm nice to them. I treat them the way they want to be treated. I don't put myself first. I treat them the way they want to be treated. The way they put on Facebook and the way they dream, that's how I try to treat them. For real. And a lot of them always say, I've never been treated this way before.
Say it with a straight
I'm a
face.
I'm a good guy. Straight up. Lord, strike me if I'm lying. I'm a good if and I'm not
That duck.
bragging. Listen, if I'm not bragging. If I was a female on the street and I met me, I would make sure. Listen, and it might sound like I'm bragging, but I'm being honest. If I was a female on the street and I ran into me and I was dating me, I wouldn't leave him. You know why? Because I know what I do. And I don't put myself first with nobody. I do not put myself with no first for no woman. I put them first. Like I told her tonight, what I do something. If they take it and go further, then I do more. If they go further, I do more. I keep going because I know as long as I know she's happy as hell and going
Mhm.
crazy over me, that means I'm doing something right. And I
Okay, so
need to
you
keep
just
that
opened
right.
up a whole new topic. So this show is getting ready to go live. So I have a question because
Okay.
we're gonna dive deeper. You done opened up a can of worms. So listen, Raina,
Mhm.
you saying
And
because I'm
if I'm lying, please
no, I'm not
please
saying
check
that
me.
you lying. So
No, no,
okay, so
no.
when you
I
said
know. I mean, for the other people that's listening, she could check me.
But listen, so another
Mhm.
resolution I have, now that I thought about it, I want to be on the dating scene. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go
girl,
for
listen, let me tell you about this thing.
She got game too. She teaching me game.
it.
Look
Does
here.
he see my face?
I'm a humble
There's
enough.
so many people.
Listen.
I never
I'm a
seen so many
humble.
old people play games.
I'm a
And
Yeah.
humble.
not like that.
Look.
You know, like some people. Not to. I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but just
Yeah.
dating to date as, and
Yeah.
it's like,
I agree with you.
first of all, some people don't understand that they are not 19 and
I agree
20.
with you.
And then my thing is, first of all, okay, I went back on some little dating
Hmm.
sites, right?
Hmm.
I need for men if you're over like 45, 50.
I wouldn't even say that
And
old. I
this
say
is
40.
leaving. Why do y'all got braids?
Gotta go.
And then I seen one, he was like 50 something. He
Hmm.
had the grills and he was in the picture. You know how they be like, he was
Too old for that. Too old for that.
I was like, what the
Too old for that.
fuck? What?
Too old for that. Too old for
Girl,
that.
I'm like, "Yeah, let me go get. I said, let me go ahead and get me a puppy.
Yeah.
I ain't
Too
gonna
old for
be able
that.
to do it. But
Hmm.
but I'll get back to you because it's about to go to because you opened it up now.
All right.
So when it comes to you, it's like, okay, I put myself into everybody and I put people first before I put myself. Can
Hmm.
that be like a bone like can it backfire on you though?
For women, yeah. because you got men out there who want you to do that. Because once they feel like they got you, they're gonna do less. I'm just keeping it 100.
But don't that I mean, I would think you have to be comfortable with vulnerability to do something like that. But also, is it like a setup for yourself to get hurt, or is it just like, okay, I'm just gonna put myself out here, and just like Marina was saying, like just starting over fresh, dating. And my thing was, I said, I'm never going to do another site. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. I'm not saying that you don't come across really cool people, but
Hmm.
I think sometimes some people don't always have the intentions of actually dating. They just try and get some.
That's why I
That
was
I run
saying, like,
into on a lot of those sites.
that's why when I said in our old the show with the dating thing, I was like, you have would you go to a knife fight with a would you go to a gunfight with a knife? No, you wouldn't, because you're gonna lose. And this is what we talking about: logic and emotions. You have guys, and you have, because when she come back, she'll tell you about the chick I was dealing with who was trying to use me because I was so nice to her. But she wound up it wound up backfiring on her. Um, you just have people out with me. I have to. That's why when I go out with people, it's like an interview with me. Put your phone down, because I want to see how their reaction is first when I say, "Yo, put your phone." Don't cut it off. Put it on vibrate, but put it on because it's me and you. And she'll tell you, I got a hard time talking to people like that. But when I have to, I'm like, "Yo, it's me and you." And if you keep picking up your phone every whatever, because I'm here with you, I'm not here with your homies. Now you can take pictures and all that. It's all good, but let's have a conversation. You know. But if you can't do that, that's my first strike. You can't even hold a conversation with me. And you're already right here going down. You sliding down the hill slowly because you can't have a conversation with me. If
I
all
think
I hear,
technology play a part in that though.
well, see, that's where you have to have restraint. That's where you got to show your maturity.
But some people, the people think like drugs is an addiction. An
Mhm.
addiction is them phones, online scrolling, and like you said, when you do that, some people really can't. It's like it's second nature to just, okay, yeah, I'm okay, I got you, I hear you, but you study doing this, and as soon as you say, "Hey, call me," and they be like, "What you mean?" Some people can hold a long conversation via
Mhm.
text, but then as soon as them words come into play,
Yeah.
it's like nobody has anything to say. But then as soon as you hang up, they back to
Hmm.
hate it.
The worst thing I say, and I'm speaking as a man, and I know I'm gonna sit all this game. Men go, why are you? Look, them guys that always say to you, "I'm the man you're looking for. I can do this. I can do that." Blah 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 blah. Them are the ones you want to say bye, because that's how they're trying to get you. They can do this
What's the,
for you.
what's the
They can do.
keywords for the good ones that I need to look for?
They're basically going to ask about you. Period. They're not thinking about themselves, what they can do. They're going to ask, what are you looking for? Because I ask a person like, what are you looking for? You know,
But some people play on vulnerability. Some people play on that particular insecurity or want or need. So that's
I'm
like a
gonna touch
fine
on that.
line.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
touch on that. And see, that's when you always ask them. And I know some women do, some don't. But you ask them. You should ask them like, what did you see in me to come after me? Ask them. If they say, I always say, if they, oh man, because I saw your head. If it's anything that's physical, cut them off, because that's not good enough for me. What is it? I will also try to have a conversation with them to see where they're at up here. Just something random, like, yo, what do you think about the stuff going on in Ukraine? Let me see what he knows. What is he paying attention? Is he paying attention to whatever's going on in the world? Do you know about accounting? I'm trying to figure. You could just throw something at him, like, well, I'm trying to figure out this accounting. Do you know? If they do that, well, I did, but no, leave them alone, because they're trying to think of an excuse. You got to hit them with something random, because
Hmm.
what I've seen with guys today, and I tell my niece Maria, I tell her all the time, what I see with guys today, like you said, they want to be young, and they're so out of touch with things. They don't make men like they used to. How many times I tell her that all the time? They don't make men like they used to. You need to ask them something random. Ukraine. What do you think about the economy? But just ask them random stuff and see what they're thinking on, because
So if they be
that'll
like, cut that shit, cut the
cut
conversation.
them off. Because see, that'll reveal their intellect. How much are they connected with the world? Whatever's going on. The first thing that come out their mouth is, "Hey, what about that Kanye?" I don't want to hear that at the dinner. I'll be honest, I don't want to hear it. We could talk about TV shows, anything else, but I don't want to hear about what Kanye did. I Mm-mm. And then if you throw something at Kanye, tell him to explain it. Like, okay, what did Kanye do? You may know, but you want to hear his response. Because he might be like, yeah, man, he told Adidas to kiss his ass, blah, 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 blah. But you'd be like, well, he already knew what Adidas was doing, what they were about in the first place. Why did he sign with them? Find out what his response is from there. Well, tell me. He already knew. So why are you supporting this guy? Like a lot of people on Facebook or Skip Bayless thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've been going, and they're going to hear it now. That's why I've been going in, because I was showing them. I said, y'all are so mad at Skip Bayless. Y'all forgot about that kid in that Cincinnati hospital. Oh, I'm still thinking
Mm-hmm.
about him, but I'm thinking about Skip. Negative and positive don't go together. You got a positive, you got a negative. Positive minus negative equals zero. That means that energy you sending to that kid is not getting there, because you got that negative energy just as strong as that positive energy. And that's what I was trying to get to people. But everyone kept getting mad. No, forget Skip. Forget Skip. I said, look, y'all proving my point. And see, that's how you do at a date, too.
I think the thing was Skip. I
Mm-hmm.
got where the masses were coming from, because even I've
I did too.
always, even before this, I've always felt like I'm sorry, I know you touched on. I gotta say
No,
something.
no, no,
I
you good.
felt I felt like
First conversation. First one,
what he
yeah.
said was messed up. Granted, even though there were previous tweets, there were different things that going.
Mm-hmm.
He has a pattern. He has um a thing where he always, and it seems like whenever there's an athlete of color, and if any little speck of something happens, whether
Well,
it's
he
an
does it with white
injury,
people. He does it with white people more than that. Yeah, he does
huh?
more with white. He does it more with white people. He does.
No, but
He
I
does.
see it like, like with that, but
Mm-hmm.
even still, I think the timing also, and it's kind
Yeah.
of like certain things that he go up for, and it's like that, aha, look at this, look at,
Exactly.
you get what I mean. So then it's kind of like when he does that, it's like he's not reading the room, and then now the lack of empathy that he has with the fact
Mm-hmm.
that, okay, you said what you said, and granted, you're going to stand by what you said, but also
Mm-hmm.
understand it's a young man fighting for his life, and just say, okay, I stand by what I said, but it was in bad time and in bad taste. I think that could have been received more so than you
I
just saying,
agree.
fuck that, I'm not taking it back. Because now it's
I
like, fuck you.
You know what? I agree. You know why? And I'm glad you said that. That's one of the comments I had came back with them at. I said, you know what? Y'all are mad at Skip Bayless, but y'all sit there and say he always does that. So why are you mad at him? Because that's his MO. That's why it didn't bother me that he said it. Because that's his MO. That's how he does. Every time something happens, whether it's a black athlete or white athlete, that's what he does. But the same people mad at him, guess what? They still watch his show.
I watch for Shannon.
Yeah,
That's my fault.
but see, they still
Like
complain.
that
So
little
look,
chocolate man.
I know how he is. I know how Skip is. That's the media, and this is why I was talking about the media. How it was a time where the media painted us in a bad light. Now that we have our own media platforms, we still paint ourselves in a bad light. And it goes back to our saying, y'all got all this negative energy. Forget Skip. Skip is who he is. He is not going to change. It's like the KKK calling you a nigga and you being surprised. Like, what's they going to do? But see, now I did touch on it this morning. I said, because when he was on Undisputed this morning, Shannon tried to say, look, man, he basically tried to say, look, let's just chill, let's move
Mm-hmm.
on. And Skip interrupted him. I said, now that's what I was pissed off about. Because he'd have done best. He'd have just shut up, been humble, but like, you're right, Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
But he
But he
kept
never
talking.
takes ownership. That's the issue.
Right,
But I think it's
exactly.
one thing with him taking ownership over injury, a bad play, or
Yeah,
okay, we can eat that. But
yeah.
this is somebody fighting for their life. It's like, where's your
Mhm.
empathy? So it's kind of like now you're just being ignorant.
Well, what he said was, I think he worded it wrong because what he said was that in the past, the NFL kept the games going no matter what
Mhm.
happened. But right now, all of that should be irrelevant. I think because what I found with people, they all got mad because he brought up the situation and then said it's irrelevant. That's what he just worded it wrong. He should just be like, look, man, the game should be irrelevant. That's all he should have said. The game right now should be irrelevant. It's all that stuff he built up to that made it look bad. Because I read the whole tweet when the first tweet first came out, and I knew something was going to go. I said, "Watch," because I put on Facebook. I said, "Watch, people are going to get pissed off." But because I worded certain things, I deleted it because I know how Facebook always looking at me. But and I said, as soon as I seen it go, I said, "Boom!" And I said, I knew someone was going to get mad. I posted, I knew someone was going to get pissed off because of the way he worded it. He should have just said was the game should be irrelevant right now. That'd have been it. That'd have been it. Then people got mad at the other announcers on ESPN, but they were like, I was like, what are y'all getting mad at these guys? They were saying, why isn't the game being stopped?
Mhm.
Why is it even a question? They put, why are they commenting? Because they asked their question in the NFL. And the same ones who were pissed, and I know y'all listening to the show, the same ones were pissed. I said, you know what, y'all getting mad at the wrong people. You should be getting mad at the NFL because they're not the ones who canceled the game. The NFLPA did. And the player reps did. The NFL wanted the game to keep going. But no one's talking about that. And that's like I kept telling people, y'all are being distracted when the real problem are the powers that be. They didn't want to cancel the game. They still want the game to go on till the NFLPA and the player reps said, no, we're not playing.
Hmm.
Yeah. But see, that's what I said. And I speak to black people. I said, look,
But I
find
seen
out the
mixed
whole
reviews.
story.
I
Find out the
saw
whole
some
story.
people were upset over. I know we gotta get ready to go. I know I seen some people that were upset over. Okay, the game hasn't been rescheduled. They got to do something, or this is and there. I just think it's just a sad state. Whereas
It
though some
is.
people are worrying about the wrong things. It's like, okay, can we make sure that this dude is going to be okay first?
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Forget about rescheduling the game. We got to worry about this kid
Mm-hmm.
first. Because if something happened to him, then the whole season's messed up. That's what Skip was saying. But he worded it wrong. But everybody, when they gonna reschedule? They should reschedule. They should make it a bye week and then play it again. Why don't y'all wait and find out what's gonna happen with this kid before we go any further?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was trying to get at people about. I know I'm a knucklehead and I'm a troublemaker, but
Okay, because we gonna put you in some more trouble when we come back from this break. But Raina, is she still here?
yeah, her phone goes on mute
I'm
automatically
here.
sometimes. There she go.
Okay, so we
I
not
didn't
finished
play
with
that.
this whole we not finished with like fresh thoughts and relationships and all that stuff. So the good stuff get ready to come up, and I'm going to put him on the spot. You staying? I mean, you gonna come back for the second half, or you got something you got to
I'll
do?
be here. I will be around.
You can't put me on the
Okay.
spot. All right.
All right, so I don't know why this happens, but as anybody who knows who may watch this show, something about that second half be like
That's the
fire.
fire. Yeah,
So
that's the fire. So the inferno.
this like the warm up to the good stuff. So we get ready to take a break. Got to pay some bills over here at Hand Radio. So we're gonna take this quick. We'll be doing Justin from Arkansas. Justin gonna say something when he come
You
back.
better say something. No, you should say something now before we go.
Like Justin don't say how you was going.
When we come back, you better say something, Justin. Let's go to the break.
We gonna take 5.
Take
Yeah. Oh
we
wow,
already
we
on
ain't
the
get the
place to
countdown.
be.
Hey y'all.
Golly, I didn't even pull up the intro. You want to go ahead and do
Well, listen.
it? Hey, Justin, what you doing on us,
Yeah.
man?
Wait,
Anyway,
before.
you gotta do this. I'll do this. I'll try to remember what I can remember.
Welcome back,
Oh,
y'all.
there we go. Welcome back to the Casual Convo Show. We had them conversations, personal business, relationships. We had that casual
Woo.
convo, so you don't have to have the tough one. I am your co-host, Boscoe from the Bronx, and I got my lovely co-host. I mean, my lovely host. My bad, dang, Coco from Baltimore, and we got a
We
We
can
got a
share.
guest in the building named Raina Morena in the building, Asheville, North Carolina. She's on the line right now, and we getting
Uh,
busy. First show of
Let me
2023.
y'all go ahead and talk. I gotta catch my break a little
In the
bit.
meantime, while she got to catch her breath because I don't know where she came from, y'all. It ain't none of my business, and I'm not gonna make it my business anyway. Check this out. This is our first show of 2023, and we just having like a little casual convo. We talking about New Year's resolutions, promises, stuff like that. She want to put me in the hot seat right now. I don't know why, but can't put Bosco from the Bronx in the hot seat.
Because that's
I'm
what
the
we
man
do.
with the master plan, baby. Yeah. All right.
That's what we do. And
Shouts out. Oh,
we
one
want
more
to
thing.
say,
Shouts out to Justin behind the boards. He out here catching us in our groove, but we back.
Justin got me while I was eating ice. Damn, I was like, wait a minute, we back. Hold
I'm sitting there on my phone trying to reserve a hotel room.
on. We was all looking like we was in distress. Like, what? Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Okay.
We owe you, Justin. We got you.
FYI, Justin, we definitely got to do a blooper show because that was a hot ass mess.
All right, we back. We tried to, but we back.
Okay. Hello, guys. Here on we
Hello.
right. We have some play.
Oh
So
man.
we was over here talking. Damn, Justin, you talking so?
Yeah. He did that on purpose.
I think he did. We weren't ready.
That's why the first 48 be there all the time. See, because of people like you.
I'm glad I was in mid sit down, ice in my mouth. I was
I
just
know, man.
like, damn. Anyway, what did we talk about? Okay, so we talked about like resolutions and things like that. And we
Yeah.
touched briefly on relationships. So also part of the title of the show is Fresh Start. If this is your first time watching, we have titles. And we usually have a little thing of what we want to talk about, but it very much so go left. So it may seem all over the place. We just want y'all to go ahead and go with it. Just let it ride.
Mhm.
Enjoy the show. You can
Yeah.
call, comment, do whatever you got to do. So if you want to call in, the phone number to call in at any time during this live show is 870-714-2522. If you are following any of us on Facebook, I'm going to post the link, and I believe Bosco got the phone number.
Mhm.
So this half, what I did want to do is touch on first start in relationships, because a lot of times people think you can't have a do-over when you're in a relationship. But I also think relationships can be, of course, our personal business. Like even if you at work, when you get a do start, a fresh start, is when they put your ass back on probation. So there you go. Then I think in your relationship is like, okay, somebody did something they had no business doing, somebody cheated, then you forgive. Okay, this is your fresh start to prove that you want
Mhm.
this to work. So do you really think, my question to both of y'all is, do you think when it comes to relationships, there is a such thing as a start over point, or do you think that's just some bullshit?
I think
I
it
do.
is.
It was a two-part question. Why or why not? Sorry.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first, Raina?
You can go.
I think there's a starting point or a fresh start over. But I also think it depends on what happened for you to have a fresh start. If you had a lot of infidelity, no. If a person is a habitual liar, no. If you just had your ups and downs, but you always found your way back without any animosity, I think you could say, hey, look, we had a rough time last year. Um, let's sit down and talk about things. I think you do this like before the year's out. If you do it that way, New Year's Eve, the day before that, maybe that New Year's Eve, go out together and say, hey, look, we're gonna start over. We talked about it at home. Let's walk into the new year, you know, as a couple. Let's do it. Let's do it the right way. So I think it could be done, but like I said, it all depends on what happened in the past, and because some things, people cheat, you know, and maybe one can be forgiven, but when it's been a constant thing, it's hard. It's hard to stop. It's hard to start over. And with the lies, she'll tell you, "Don't lie to me." It's the worst thing you can do is lie to me. You can tell me anything, just don't lie. You know, I could take it. So on you, Ray.
I think you can. I really think you can.
Mm-hmm.
From my personal experience, as long as you didn't do me like real, real dirty,
Mm-hmm.
like why not? Especially if my feelings are still there. You know, it's different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only speak for me. Uh,
Yeah,
I feel
I agree.
like with Tony,
Mm-hmm.
if I feel like if we give
Tony fucked
ourselves,
up.
I need
Yeah,
to tag him though.
she is on Tony Hills. I'm sorry,
I
bro.
need
That tickled me. Go
I'm
ahead.
not
I need yeah, they you know what, Coke, the thing is they love each other. It's one of those situations where, and I'm gonna say it, they're both too stubborn to realize it. They love each other. They love each other. They do. They do. He's a
so
he's a good guy. He's just young. He's not as mature as her, and I'm not saying that because she's my niece, but he's just not as mature as her. And but yeah, they love each other. They do. They generally do.
so right now I'm off of that crystal since we had a break.
Oh, I didn't know you had some left.
Yeah.
We
Oh
will.
dang.
But like I can only speak from my experience because everybody's is different. Nobody's gonna,
Hmm.
always agree with me.
Right.
But I feel like for my instance,
Hmm.
like if he was able to take some time, work on himself, me as well, take some time, work on myself, I feel like there could be like that
Hmm.
chance where we could just talk it out and say,
Hmm.
hey, we can do it, or look, I'd rather not.
Hmm.
Um, some people don't deserve it. And that's just plain and simple.
Yeah,
It,
I
and,
agree.
and it, I guess it all depends on um, the different situations that you've been in with that person. I know Tony, he's provided me with some knowledge that I didn't have, and I provided
Hmm.
him with things he didn't have.
Hmm.
Like I was able to give him that comfort and that peace. He was able to school me on things.
Hmm.
Um, there was more on my side that I was willing to forgive just because I'm slightly older, been there, done that, and
Hmm.
I have that set boundary. And for him, he's a Taurus, so it's like it's all or nothing. For me, I'm a
Yeah.
Libra, and I'm very well into the signs and energies, and
Hmm.
I'm just like, okay, some things can be justified,
Hmm. He's a good
and
dude.
I try to outweigh the good with the bad. For me, the situation, there was more good than there was bad.
Hmm.
It's just later on into the year things got bad. But I feel like things can get picked up on if
Hmm.
both parties are willing to work on it.
Hmm.
I agree. I also think I agree that you can start over in relationships dependent.
Hmm.
Yes.
I mean
Yeah. Yeah. Depending.
so
Depending.
I think the important piece to understanding if you can even depending on what's been done and important
Hmm.
and depending on a person's level of forgiveness and also
Hmm.
their level of maturity and actually being honest within yourself. And I think a
Hmm.
lot of times, even that self reflection, accountability, and having communication affects how you can or if you cannot move on within whether your partnership, friendship, or anything like that. I think any type of relationship that you have, if both people can come to that
Hmm.
agreement or compromise, I
Hmm.
think then yeah, it can work. But if it's just more so one sided and then you want everything the ball should just fall in your court and you don't have to do nothing or you think you was just perfect in the whole situation, even though a person may have been done wrong,
Mm-hmm.
it could still be something there that needs work. Did that make sense?
Yep.
So I think a lot of times it's also like self accountability, the first step in even trying to have a fresh start with anything. We got to look at ourselves and the part that we play. So even if it's like a relationship, okay, let's just say the person cheated. I think to understand the why, or it
Yeah.
could be just selfishness. You know what I mean? It could be um lack of attention on the other party. So this person was giving them some type of attention. It could have been something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think then we have to hold ourselves accountable, like, oh, okay, I want to minimize this from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can start fresh, and how can we come up with a plan of how to do the work? And
Yeah.
also not to expect perfection. I think people expect, okay, you cheated on me, you better not cheat. That involves you not even looking on Instagram, looking at this ass. That
Mm.
involves you looking on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some people soon as you did, I need it.
Yeah.
So then you got to be realistic with yourself. Can you really let this go?
I think, like I had referenced a movie made in Britain. I spoke about this on the show before, where the woman and the man was arguing. The man was just standing there, and the woman was like, "She doesn't look better than me. Her shape is not better than me. She doesn't cook better than me. She doesn't have sex better than me. If you have, if she's not better than me, why not just have me?" And he's like, "Because she gives him peace. That's why he cheated." He's like, "You call me names. You cut me down all the time. You always berate me. You always tell me I'm doing things wrong." He said, "You do everything physically that she does, but she just gives me peace." And I think, I think with some of the situations, and one thing we do have a problem with, we have a problem with being accountable. We always feel like if you go to any talk show or anything, no matter if it's a guy, no matter if it's a female, they always say what the other person did. Like, well, what did you do? You mean you've been through all these relationships?
Nothing.
That's what I mean. You've been through all these relationships, but it was always their fault. But why are they happy in relationships but you're not? They've moved on, they're happy. So that you have to be the problem. And I think people don't want to admit that they screwed up. And with the attention thing, I could see someone, I'm not condoning it, but I could see someone cheating because they don't get the attention. Because if a person's always out, like suppose like what I see with guys today, they love to spend time with their homies. And I question that. They love being with their homies. And if she's
What
always
does
at
that
home,
mean? Please explain, because I think all the ladies listening and watching would like to know, why do men choose? I
do you?
don't give me the nagging BS. Be
Oh no, I'm
like,
gonna
well,
get
I'm
no.
going
I'm gonna
out
shoot
with
it
the
straight. I'm gonna
fellas.
shoot it straight. I'm gonna shoot it straight.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer two different questions. When I hear that someone say the guy is old, like what I see today, out of the men today, whether it be 50 years old or 25 years old, I see a lot of guys who love to spend time with their homies.
Mm-hmm.
Love to spend time with their homies. And to be honest, the way these guys, and people gonna say, "Oh man, you just homo." No, listen, these guys be tapping each other on the ass and stuff like that. Now I can see playing sports, everybody get the little pop, hey, good job. But they do stuff like that, and they be kissing each other. I'm like, boy, you mean so
Listen,
you? Hold up, let me
I'm
finish.
gonna mute myself. That came out. I thought I was on mute.
You know, I'm like, why do you want to spend? And they'll spend like 4 or 5 nights out the week with their homies all night. Come home 6 o'clock in the morning. So you're either cheating with a woman or you and your homie doing something. Because I'm not going to spend 5 nights out of the week at my homie's house till 4 o'clock in the morning. No, I might spend one night, and I don't even do that with my homies. Yo, we going out to because I don't even do that. I'd rather be laying beside my woman. I don't care. We just had a knockdown, drag out argument. I'm coming home. I may not say nothing to her, but I'm getting in the bed and I'm a hugger. Why do guys cheat? I think one of the reasons is attention. However, um, some people just see that nice booty. That's it. No feelings. They just want to hit it, which is stupid because you're gonna throw away a lifetime for 20, 30 minutes, she may not
And
give a
they
shit about
do.
it. I know they do. I know they do. And it's stupid because even if when I've been in relationships with me and a person are just kicking it, I don't still don't kick it with somebody else because I don't know how she feels. She might feel like, wow, he's giving me everything I want. I don't want to lose this messing with some other guy on the side. So and that's why they be fighting and all that other stuff you be asking me because I give them that time. But guys cheat not out of emotion, it's out of just the physical attraction. That's it. There's nothing more to it. There's no feelings involved. A guy will get up, do his thing, like, all right, and go about his business. There's no there's no emotion to it.
I
None.
I used to deal with somebody long time
Mhm,
ago. He
mhm.
stopped saying he was with his homeboys, right? I'm like, you is
Yeah,
not with them. They was here looking for you.
yeah,
So the new excuse that he had came up with was, I got locked up. Let me tell you how I knew Central Booking by heart. I used to call down there. No, you wasn't because I already called down there, so you wasn't locked up. And he was
yeah.
like, I was. It took them so long to process me. You probably called too soon.
Don't take that long. It don't take that long. When they get you in such a booking, they know you there. They just hadn't processed you.
I know the
But
whole
they got you.
process.
Yeah,
He
they
was
got you.
lying. He was booed up for a
Yeah,
couple of days because when he knew he was on a stretch, like 3, 4
mhm.
days, the excuse was I was locked up. It was maybe twice he was locked up, and I was like, damn, he was down there for real, for real. But other than that, that was his famous go-to. And then, because once he realized I knew the bookings number, he was like, I got locked up. I was housing. I got locked up. And the little state start changing. I'm like, well, what was you doing all day? Anyway, so that wasn't a fresh start. We did not have a fresh start when we broke
Nah, too many lies with that.
up. So
Yeah,
that's my next question. When would you not start over like with somebody? Because people think everybody think they can be forgiven, or it should just be this is it, and both people don't want to do the work, or some people expect one person to work harder at making their work than the other, and then they still go and try it. Why? What is not
you
workable?
gotta you gotta show me you want me. You gotta show me you want me. It's the way you might touch me, the way you might talk to me, the way we communicate. You gotta show me you want me.
Hmm.
Period. You gotta show me you want me. Rather not just a text a day, hey, how you doing? Or a kiss here, a hug here. You gotta show me you want me. If I come to see you every day, or whenever you say, hey, can you come over? I come over. Okay. And just showing me that you want me there. Okay. Now, when it come to cheating,
No, 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 no. Back up,
oh,
backtrack. Because I'm
mhm,
quite sure Raina want to know this too. Because I hear a lot of men say, "You got to show me. I mean, show me. Do something,"
Right.
okay,
Because
and they
how am
be
I
okay,
so
supposed to see
I'll tell.
aggressive.
you?
Okay,
Hold
I'll
on,
tell you. I'll tell you.
hold on. Let me get it all out because they get so aggressive with the. I mean, you act like you act. We think we doing everything because we're doing what you ask and what you say you want. You like show me. You gotta show me a little bit more. You gotta show me something. Show me something. Do a little something. What is the little something something? What is the show?
With them, I don't know because I don't say that. With me, if I come see you, show me some emotion. If we're sitting down, put your head on my shoulder. Hold my arms. I guess it's more physical, but not in the bedroom so much. Just let's cuddle. Like I'm not much of a cuddler myself, but I like when a woman cuddles on me because then know,
Howard.
huh? How it work? Okay, I'm not the type of like, come here, bitch. I ain't one of that.
I hope you don't like.
I mean, I'm I like to cuddle, but I'm not gonna lie. I love when a woman just leans on me, sit her head on my lap, hold my hand. I like that. I love it, I'm really receptive to it. If I'm coming to see her, stuff like that. Just little subtle things. I don't ask for a lot. To be honest with you, I don't ask for a lot. Just little subtle things. I might say cook dinner, but that's not. I like to cook myself. So if someone cooks me dinner, I'm like, oh hell yeah. But I like to cook myself. So right on that level, if you do it, hell yeah. If you don't, I'm not mad at you. It's just little subtle things. I'm not. I can't speak for other men because I don't ask for a lot. I don't ask for a lot. Some guys want you to bow down to them. Like if you come, they want you to be all on them, and while they're playing the game, you're rubbing their heads and backs and necks and feet and stuff like that.
This
And
was so much I can do. I get hot.
that's a huh. Say what? Hey, you know the eighth is just a few days from now. Watch your mouth.
I
Um,
get hot. And I be
no,
like,
I'm just saying. I mean, some
sometimes I be
guys.
like, oh, right, that's enough of that. Go on.
Well, see, some guys want you to do everything while they do nothing, and if you just miss one thing, they get upset because they some guys want to be treated like
A
they're the
biatch.
king. That too. Basically, yeah, a biatch. They want to be treated like the woman, and I've said that a million times. They want to be treated like the woman. They want to be cuddled. They want you to kiss all over them while they just sit there and watch TV or they be talking to their homies on the phone. They want to be treated like they are the shit while they do nothing. But if you miss a day, let's just say every day they come and you kiss them on the cheek, give them a hug, sit on the couch, you leaning against them. Then they come over one day, you give them a hug, but you forget to kiss them. Why you ain't give me a kiss? Who you kissing? It's like they get too you call it too comfortable, possessive and too comfortable.
Okay, so Raina, I'm gonna let you add on to that, and then
I'm telling all the men stuff. They're gonna assassinate you. It's all right.
Look,
I'm
I
gonna let
don't
Raina
need to keep like between when you talking, but it's I don't know.
go. Can I just read this one before you go?
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, I can tell when John in the comments it's about to get real. John said, wait, go. John said, so Bosco, you want your butt rubbed?
Not by you, man. I might have to pass on that. I know you Cowboy fans love that stuff, but I'm good. Appreciate the offer though. Appreciate the offer, man, but I'm good. Y'all can leave that stuff in Texas. Y'all do things big in Texas. I'm good. See the Cowboy. See, you see how Cowboy fans do? They always talk about rubbing dudes' booties, man. See how they do? That's why they're called the Brokeback Boys. They love that stuff, man. Better watch them. Now you see why I go on Cowboy fans all the time? Tell y'all better listen to
No
me.
shit, they be all on the dating websites with their cowboy stuff. I'm like, damn,
Looking for dudes. I'm telling you on the low low. The girl is the side chick. The dude is the main dude, the main chick. Y'all ain't
I'm
listening
sorry,
to me,
but
man.
Raina, go ahead. I'm pulling me myself.
Okay, what was the question?
Why do Cowboys fans like boys?
No, I didn't know that. No offense to you guys who are Cowboy fans. We love your support. But
Yeah, it's
listen,
offense to you.
no. So pretty much when it comes to fresh starts in your relationships, what do you think? Do you think one that it can happen? Why or why not? And when is the fresh start just like it's not happening? Nope.
Okay. So it can and cannot happen depending on the situation. You have a baby on me, you done. If you sitting there talking to me mad disrespectful and all I'm trying to do is make it work, done. If I feel like I gotta put my hands on you just because I had a flashback, done.
Not domestical.
When she finished talking, I got a comment.
But that's just me. Like that's where I draw the line. I'm like, okay, I'm done. If I feel like I can't get any substance out of you, done.
You finished yet?
I don't know.
I got this comment about. Let me make this
He
comment
said,
first.
He said you want hugs and flowers, Bosco. He
Yeah,
told me read the whole thing.
give me the whole joint. Check this out. Let me tell you a little story about Miss Morena one day. This is like, this might have been like 2012, I think, 2013.
I did.
Mute her for a second because I'm going to tell this story. One day I'm at home. She said, "Oh, can you pick me up?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I can pick up." She come out, she in her pajamas. Like, this is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. She in her pajamas and the whole lit, got a hoodie on. I'm like, "Where we going?" We going to the school, the AB Tech, the college over here. All right. Then we pull up. So I'm sitting in my little Jeep. I had the white Jeep, right? Yeah, I had the white Jeep at the time. I'm
Yeah.
sitting there, chilling in the car. You know, somebody come walking down the thing from the school. She jumps out the car, out the truck. First thing I hear is, "Yo, what you doing?" She done roll up on her boyfriend. Out of the blue. That's what she took me to do, to roll up on him. And I'm looking out the mirror like, oh, here we go. Yes.
Oh, she
That,
pulled back. Oh, you a
she
whole domestical.
she
Okay.
had me
I
pull up.
take
And
down
I
toxic,
look,
okay?
I don't know what's going on. She had me pull up. Knowing I've got a felony on me and I'm on probation. I
It was
don't even
the
get no
admission of being
trouble.
toxic for
But
me. At
listen,
least
that's
you
not
know
the
she's
bad thing.
toxic.
She got me doing that. A couple of days later, my daughter does it. She got me chasing her ex-boyfriend, like doing 80 miles an hour in a 35, chasing her boyfriend. I said, I'm getting ready to go back to prison. I just got out. Yeah. The women in our family are crazy. I keep telling you.
We
All,
love hard.
all women are crazy. All women are crazy.
That too rich.
We love hard.
No, here he come. Every time it's here we go bad with the sexes. Come on, Coco.
This
Come on, hand radio.
That's why hand radio is on point. They be
Hey, I
looking
got
out.
Let's get them, Coco.
That's that black up right there.
I got
Oh, they
speak.
already know I'm with all the shit. Okay.
That's what. Well, he got
I
the
got speak
button.
to my brother.
He
I
he
got
got
speak
the
to my brother.
he got the mute button. So
I'm unmuted. You better not mute me.
man, mute that hoe. Mute that hoe.
Hey, Bosco, I don't know. I think you was right about them Cowboys fans.
Yeah,
think
I
Skip,
tell you, man,
I think Skip Bayless is a Cowboy fan.
he is die
He a chump.
hard Cowboy fan. See,
I think John might want to call in because John, I feel like they low key calling you out to
John
like
don't
get
want it.
you to,
John don't want
huh?
it. John don't want it.
He don't want it.
They don't want it.
I mean, we
No,
doing a fresh start, so let's just get it all out on the table and see how we can,
That's cool, but he don't want it.
you
He don't
know.
want it. He don't want it.
Mm.
He don't want it. He don't. I will eat him like
dang.
rice. I crush him like rice cakes in a karate movie.
So how can we fix this, guys?
Nah,
We're
John's
talking
my
about
nah, no, John's my man. John's my man. We go at it, but that's my man. That's my man though. We disagree a
Yeah.
lot, but that's my man for real. He know that. He know that he's my dude. I love that dude. That's my man for real. We just go at it. He's the anti me and I'm the anti him. But that
women,
for real.
watch this. Hey, radio.
So,
So, question for you. Do you give do-overs in relationships? Do you give second chances?
nah.
Mm.
I already knew the answer. You see Rich one day. Oh, I mean, you see her on
My
TV
N
one day. Then the
my
next
N word.
time you see him, you be like, "Oh, you can invite so and so." He be like, "It's a chat."
Hey, look, my cut,
See,
my
you
cut
see
off,
what John?
my cut off. Hey, look, my cutoff game is surgical. People be thinking, people be forgetting, people be trying to figure out what happened. Like, what happened? What I do?
They
What?
did too much.
Look, I be so confused, and I be like,
Hold on,
we
what did
all
you say?
confused. So listen,
Are they
What's
looking in
that
the
other
mirror,
word we heard the other
asking
day?
themselves why?
What's
what
that word we heard the other
vernacular?
day? Yeah.
The vernacular, like
No, what the chick said in the
Y'all
video.
already know. Y'all already know how Geminis are. We don't play no games.
I'm different. I'm the Sour Patch Kid. I do give second chances. I probably give too many chances. I'm gonna stop that in 2023.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't do that.
No, you don't. And I'll be like, dang, but and I'll be mad if it's one that I think I kind of like. And I'm like, oh, that's a good one. And he'll be like, nah, it's a
Well, you
chop.
know what? I gotta admit, I
That
gotta admit, Miranda could tell you too. Cause I cut this chick off. I ain't get her second chance. She'll tell you. She'll tell you I
now
cut
she
off.
about to start laughing.
Yeah, she'll tell you I cut off. I was like, you know what?
Miranda,
And then,
what happened? What he
and then I
do?
laughed about. Tell her. You can tell her. I laughed at her too.
uh,
You can tell her. You can tell her.
uh,
Tell her. You can
hold
tell
on,
her.
I gotta get my thought process together. I drunk too much. Hold on.
Oh
Girl, you drunk some juice. That ain't no damn liquor.
man, she got a whole wine cellar at the crib. She got Cristal. What's the other stuff? The Patron.
Whiskey,
Yeah,
all that.
Tanqueray. She got all that stuff.
Shout out to Justin holding it down. Justin is holding it down tonight,
Tell,
brother.
No,
tell, tell
Justin
her.
ain't even come up on this mic. We told him to say hello. You've been missing the last one at the end of the year. You were supposed to be on here with everybody else when we said goodbye to 2022, and we was lit boots, and you
But I bet
wasn't
you.
here because you was in Arkansas visiting your family, and we said, okay, we gonna give Arkansas a break and a timeout, and when he come back, Arkansas gonna get on the mic and at least be like, hey y'all, I'm Arkansas,
But you
and
know,
he
I bet you. I bet you Chef Tommy show up. He be on the mic.
tell him, hey y'all, what's poppin', right?
Hey,
It's Justin from
man.
Arkansas.
Hey, Justin, where you at, bro?
Chef Tommy ain't here. He ain't showing up.
How I turn my mic on?
Oh, there you go. There you go. There he is.
What's up? I heard Chef Tommy. Where the food at?
My man finally turned the mic on. There you go, bro.
We gotta mention food. Okay, so we know the key word for Justin is Chef Tommy
Chef
and a
Tommy.
bowl of pasta. The he lit and the TV. There we go.
Other than that, I'm behind the scenes, man. I'm the behind
Yeah.
the scenes guy. Y'all
Yeah,
got
right.
Hey, we both behind the scenes. That's that producer
Yeah.
life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see. You lying.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know what we need this year? We talked about it last show, but we need that Bosco live DJ session on the show.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
That's gonna be lit.
We could plan that. We could plan for Valentine's Day if y'all want.
That would be cute.
Yeah, I do like a little 15, 30-minute set or whatever. You know,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mix it up.
that'd be
Yeah,
lit.
yeah, we can do that.
Tables and everything like the
Man, man, look here. Look what I got right there.
Okay.
You gotta show off.
I stay
That's the
battle
real
ready.
defense, bro.
I stay battle ready, man.
And he produced music.
Yeah, I do my little thing. You know.
Produced music.
See, I'm still
Get some
finding
beats.
out about Bosco. Like I'm still finding
Yeah.
out everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I send you I send you my little YouTube link where I got to be cutting it up a little bit.
All right, send me the beat. I'm gonna write the hook. Who?
Okay.
Rich, I'm gonna get in the booth, right?
Oh,
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Huh?
He said just the A&R.
Justin.
Oh,
Justin.
yeah. What's
Justin
up?
got me. Justin, you gonna play the matter of fact, Justin got me. I don't even worry about it. Send me the track. Send me the beat. Send me the
I
beat.
got you. I got you. I'll send
You
it
know,
tonight.
We definitely gonna go viral.
I send it tonight. Remember, I'm boom bap though.
Boom bap.
That's fine. I'm
Okay, I'm boom bap.
watch how I
Okay.
kill it. Watch
boom
how I
bap.
kill it. Right, Jay gonna be on the ad libs. I'm gonna spit something. Then I'm gonna get Jude to do the hook. We lit.
All right. All right.
I'm
We
gonna
can do
just
that.
drop
Joe
a
phone.
slick,
Hey, look,
slick
Joe,
8 bars on it.
Bill gotta have that phone on first. That phone service be.
She got that 56K. Yeah, she got to get that fixed.
She
We
got
can't
that
have it.
Metro mix.
Yeah, we can't.
Metro and Boost. You know, Metro and Boost is one.
Why
Yes.
y'all keep coming for my friend phone though? Every time.
Every time she come on, she sound like she transmitting from the moon or something.
I'm
But
joking.
still, don't do my friend like that. It depends. She be in the wrong area.
No, we know that the moon. She ain't been
No,
there since the 60s.
my friend be driving. It's all right.
We ain't put a satellite there since the 60s, man.
Coco said she be in the wrong area. That's funny.
Right. Yeah, she be in the wrong area, right?
Marina, did you get your thoughts together? We trying to hear what Bosco messed up.
I didn't mess up. She messed up. She's,
Yeah, so the chick was trying to play him. And like I was on her side at first because I was like, dang, I feel like this is what I'm going through. Like a guy isn't really trying to understand me right now. But then she went missing for too long. Like I understand going missing for one night, but you went missing for way too long.
hmm
And yeah, she thought that she could just pop back up and he was like, not in my house.
And
Just like
still trying.
Matumbo blocked it.
Blocked it. She's still trying.
But where she was at though?
At her ex.
That's
At
the
her
one
ex.
you beat up the boyfriend?
No, that's the one
No.
where his grandson beat up the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
you
grandson
ain't
beat him.
what? Wait a minute, you ain't tell us that one.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he tried to get like this is before I came around. He tried to base with her. And see, my grandson is having a baby by her daughter. Um, so he tried to raise up, and she was scared to say something to him. See, that's the guy he beat up is her father.
Mm.
So he didn't want to leave the house. So my grandson put them hands on him.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
grandson put them hands.
But
on
did
him.
he win though?
Yeah, he won.
All right.
Yeah, he got him out the house. Period. Oh yeah.
man.
Well, my grandson got
He
them
want-
hands for you.
If
You
he,
know,
if
Tommy
he lost
Hearns.
him, he didn't want no smoke Bosco.
Yeah, he lost.
Beat
He'd have
them up
lost.
like a meat tenderizer.
Yeah, he lost. He'd have got it.
The what? The meat tenderizer? Who was beating people with a meat tenderizer?
Beat them up like a meat tenderizer.
You know, like
Oh, I thought you said he
yeah.
used a meat tenderizer. I was going to
Now
say, girl,
the guy beat up is one of my daughter's mother. This is like it's been a while. Yeah, I lit him up on the bus.
what?
Yeah, I lit him up on a city bus.
Bosco, let's
Yeah,
talk. Because when I say to you,
yeah.
Bosco,
Mhm.
you are not quiet, you are not calm. And you say, I am don't, I don't, I don't, I don't, I
What
don't,
does
I
it
don't.
say? It's the quiet ones you got to worry about.
But then
Is that
you
what it
see her,
says?
but then you'll be like, then I'm like, you so violent. You be like, I'm really not.
No,
I'm really like the sweetest. You
That's
be like,
I'm not violent.
no,
This is
this
what
is you.
this is
Bosco
what
be like,
happened.
no word. I'm not violent. I'm not
This is what
violent.
happened. Dude
Like
was
he's
yapping.
like, that's you off.
Listen, check it. Dude was yapping his mouth. And I was getting off the bus. This is a while back. Hey, I said, no, you keep talking, right? So he kept on yapping as I walked off the bus. I said, all right. So I got back on the bus and lit him up. So I seen him again. I'm with this. Hey, Maureen, that's Pat Francis, the guy she used to mess with. She know who I'm talking about. So me and the girl, we at that crib chilling. Boom, 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 boom. He knocking on the door because they used to date sometime. One time. So she go to get the door and said, yo, you need to get away from my house. You said, no, man, I want you back, blah, blah. And I'm sitting in the room like, what's that? Now, like, that voice sounds familiar. So I get up and I said, it was you. So he came in. So, I give him to Mike Tyson a few times.
Damn.
And, yeah, I had to bust his eye open, his nose.
Damn.
Yeah, I beat him so bad, he took me to jail. Like,
You know what's so funny, Coco? You know what's so funny, Coco, is how calmly he says that.
yeah.
He toxic.
Busted his ass. Yeah, I busted his ass. Let him know, look here, don't do that. So after that, he sort of had them stitches though. Oh, he did give me some stitches right here under my eye because he tried to hit me with a little tack hammer, and but the end of it kind of like
What you
nicked me.
do? How you do it?
Like, ooh. I used to box. Okay, you don't see them trophies up there.
You're in the Matrix. Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, but the little hard part that you pull the nails out, it just nicked me. So I had like 3 stitches right there. And I was wondering why it was all cold. And I was like, man, I was like, oh, and that's when I was like, okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Well, Drew did give her input on the question. She said, ain't no coming back. Once I'm done, I'm done. I played the back and forth game before. I didn't like it. So once I'm done, I'm done. All right. So I got a question. Well, I got a statement and a question about that. I think that's safe to say for a lot of people, because sometimes if
Mhm.
you're a person that consistently and continuously give chances to
Mhm.
people, it seems like you always get the bad end of the stick, or you always get fucked in the
Mhm.
long term, right?
Mhm.
So eventually you become cold. So do you
Mhm.
think sometimes when you become like that, you might maybe a person who may, not saying that same person that made you feel
Mhm.
that way, but you may develop something, and it could be issues on both parts because of what somebody else did to you and hurt you. So you may be pushing out, you give me this
Yeah.
cautious energy. So
Yeah.
it may cause the person to do certain things. So do you think in that instance that it would be okay to say, hey, let's start over because it's some other things, going
If
on?
something if something's really bothering me, I'm moving on.
Right.
If it's really bothering me,
Hand radio, hand TV, you can't say nothing or write about nothing. A person can burp and you can be like, she's done.
Not that
That means that's what
or eat
hand
some
TV be like.
eat
She
some of
said,
Chef Tommy's food in front of us. That's another reason.
I'm not that petty. I'm not that petty though. I'm not
yeah,
that petty.
you are.
I got legit reasons why I cut people off. Cause the alternative is like what Bosco said. I can get physical, but I can get surgical with my cutoff game, and then
Mhm.
I don't even have to get physical. It's
Right.
mental. It's worse.
Yeah.
I'm like
I
I'm
got
making.
all your beat though.
I never was in your life forever.
Let me tell you how I
Right.
got your beat.
Uh,
I'm a true Gemini. I'm a true Gemini. Okay, I might not be as verbally and as physically abrasive as you people up here, but I do. Once I'm done and I cut people off, I've forgotten people's names. Like I really erase them
that's
from my
me.
memory. And I've had
Yeah.
friends like, you remember so and so? Like, damn, I used to
Dude, I don't
fucking
even look,
Coco,
Coco. I don't
that
even.
sounds like trauma.
I
damn.
don't even look.
People I'm dealing with currently.
I don't even reference their name. I'd be like, "Yo, what's his name?"
No, I
They'd be like,
literally
"Dude," I'd be like,
forget
"Yeah,
about them.
yeah."
Like,
But that sounds like
I
trauma
was
though.
still, if me and this person was still cool, it's literally like I will be like somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Like,
while I'm talking, for sure.
so what happened was I used to deal with this guy, right? He was real clingy.
Mhm.
Couldn't deal with it. And, something happened. We got into a real bad,
Mhm.
disagreement.
Mhm.
So I was done. I
Yeah.
completely forgot about him. So couple
Mhm.
little bit down the line, I met somebody else. But this person, ironically, it wasn't my fault. They live in close proximity. So
Mhm.
me and my homegirl was together. She like, bitch, so and so. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And she
Yeah.
was like, the dude. I'm like, what? She literally had to give me a breakdown. She said, how you was dealing with somebody and I remember them more than you do. Girl, fuck him. I forgot all about them. Oh, he did. All right, let me go knock on this door though.
Do you know why it don't bother me? I'll tell you why. Up until my youngest daughter's mother, all my exes turned into crackheads. So
Oh, don't say that
am,
part.
am I lying?
No, but still.
But you
I
proud of that though.
I feel I'm justified.
Now, is that
I'm just
the
I
truth? Or
feel I'm redeemed. It's redemption. It's karma. All of them turn to crackheads after they did me wrong.
My thing is with karma is that I don't have to get you back because what
Right.
God's going to do, what God, that's why God says, pray for your enemies because what God is going to do to you, it's going to be way worse than anything I can do. So
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's a bad thing to say. I'm not gonna lie, but that's what happened.
I swear I wish we had a replay button. Right. Yo,
You want me
hand
to say it
radio.
That's
again?
the record.
Justin, that
You want me to say
part
it
right
again?
there, that has to be a freaking clip when he was like that. Oh, he is so proud
You want me to say
that
it
they
again?
crackheads.
I'll say
I
it.
swear, did you see his face though?
I will say it again, and I'll get the same face I
Yeah.
gave. You know why it don't make me mad? Because they all turn to crackheads.
Hey, yeah,
yeah.
No.
hey, yo, that's what I mean, yo.
Do it again. Number 3. They
Bosco
all
be
turn to
petty with the beat,
crackheads.
yo. Bosco be petty with the beat. He'll get you back on the radio stuff.
But every time he said, it'd be like that calm. And I'm seeking. I need everybody to hear me. And then he
That's
be
right.
getting a little smirk, like,
Right, right, right.
Right.
He don't gotta tell all the history. He just they crackheads
Yeah,
now.
it's just the pettiness with it. It's just like,
That's what happened. They
so.
turn to
So
crackheads.
pretty much, you are publicly saying that you drive women to smoke crack.
I drive women. Tay, didn't
Yeah.
Marianne stab me because of
Oh
what?
my
Huh?
God.
Didn't Marianne stab me in my
Because she
shoulder?
was on crack.
No, because she said you drive me so crazy. You make me crazy.
I'm down, bro. I'm
She
down.
stabbed me. I done been stabbed. Look here. Yeah,
Yo,
right
damn.
here. I swear to God,
That's
right there.
that's
She stabbed me. She said, "You make me crazy. You make me crazy."
Like
yeah.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
That's that thin line between love and hate.
Exactly.
That thin line between love and hate type shit. I ain't with it.
Let
I
me
love
tell you, I don't want to like or love anybody that much that I go and I smoke. No, first of all, let me just say this disclaimer. This is no shade to anybody. If you get high, no matter what you, if you
Right.
smoke crack or if you do whatever,
Getting
by
high.
all means, I'm not. We are not judging you.
No,
Continue to
no,
do what
no.
you do. But I don't. Me personally, I don't want nothing that nothing. I don't want to be in anything where I love somebody that much that they hurt me to the point that I go out here and I go get a pipe. Again, no shade to nobody that smoke
Right,
crack. To
right,
each his own.
right. But you know the thing about that about them, and I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna be honest, and she can verify. Um, we're cool today.
yeah,
I'm cool. We're all cool today.
yeah.
For real.
That's good.
We get along today. We all get along.
She still smoke crack.
Oh, man.
One
All
of
right.
them.
So
One
why
of them does.
Marina, I was not. I
One of
wasn't trying to be
one of
funny.
them does. But she's sweet as she could be to me though. We have a
Okay,
love hate
whatever.
relationship. She'll curse
there's
me
no way
out.
you cannot.
She'll curse me out when she see me, but we're cool. We're still cool.
Okay.
She just
Okay.
cursing me out because that's how she's always been with me. You know,
Okay.
but we're cool.
That's your
The other
relationship.
one, we're cool too. Yeah, I'm cool with all of them. I'm cool with all of them.
I got a question for y'all though.
Yo,
And this is something and this might be a teachable moment for the listening audience. I just had this experience recently. So if somebody screwed you over in business, we're
mm-hmm,
talking business. Like they did something shady. Like
mm-hmm,
say you had a client and they
mm-hmm,
came behind your back and tried to take your client, but
mm-hmm,
your clients are loyal to you and they told you about this,
mm-hmm,
and you
Mhm.
stop completely. You just cut them off basically because you already seen what happened and your
mm-hmm,
client told you. So you cut
mm-hmm,
them off, and then like recently they come back and they want to do more business with you. Months
mm-hmm,
later,
mm-hmm.
how do you handle that?
Nope, nope,
Wait, what?
nope.
What? What?
It's funny. It's funny he say that because the one I just finished talking about that trying to get me back. Me
No,
and her was going to do business together because
pause.
she had.
I got confused in it.
If you
So,
what he's saying, if a person was doing business with, they had a client, but they went behind your back, basically undermine what y'all were doing together for
so they was
themselves,
Right.
trying to take the money out your hands.
basically.
Like you
Oh
like
yeah,
you try to help
that's
them out.
good.
You try to help them out. So you try to help them out by helping them uh, meet your client and help them get business because they didn't have any business. So you help them try to get some business, and then they would try to go behind your back and do the business without you being there to do it like in a way whereas though to cut you out, but not
Yeah,
knowing that you already had the client under contract. So the
yeah,
contract was already signed, the money was already paid, and you was
yeah.
already up. But then they try to go behind your back and try to steal the business, but didn't know that
Mm-mm.
they were at that point they're already my client. So
Right.
then you come back and then you find out because your client tells you, and
Mm-hmm.
then you like you know how I do. I just immediately cut you off completely. I
Yeah,
don't say nothing. So then they know from the distance that they got cut off, and then like months later they hit you up like, hey, can we do this together?
Mm-mm. Nope.
How do you act? How do you treat that?
I tell them no
Before or
because
after you beat their ass? Because first of all, why would you?
Remember it's business. Remember business
it's business. You
principle.
can't beat that.
Not personal.
Yeah, okay. But
No,
Yeah, you can't.
once you did that, the business was done. You can and
That's
then
it.
you gonna play in my face and ask me to do business after you done did something shisty.
Right.
No,
I
you deserve a pluck or two. Bye bye. It's no. Mm-mm.
you know what? Like I said, it's that Aesop tale of
Now that's
the
no.
frog.
No.
It's,
I think I would not give somebody a second chance with that.
it's the frog
At
in the
all because it's
scorpion.
kind of like how do you end another agreement or something
Mhm.
because it's always one thing when you're back in your head that this person is going to try to either cut through me again,
Mm-hmm.
or they try to take another something else from me. And you never know if it's successful, it could put you in a hole or really be damaging to your business. See, people like that will try to tarnish your business purposely.
Right.
You know, it's funny. Randall said that. It's funny he said that because Moreno would tell you the one we were talking about how she, you know, cheated behind me. Me and her were going into business because she had a heat press and we was going to make shirts and stuff because I know how to draw. But after what went on with us, I cut her off. She said, "Well, are we still going to go in business?" And I said, "If I can't trust you personally, how am I going to trust you on a business level?" I said, "No, I do my own thing."
That's a real issue in life. It's like personal and business, how they intertwine sometimes.
Right.
You got to
if they're
make
going
those decisions.
and see, that was over money. That was over money. And see, money is just like being, to me, money's personal. Because see, if they do it again, it's, like I said, it's the frog and the scorpion story. If they do it once you get a little further up, they'll be like, I'm gonna try it again. But next time they might bury you and you'll never get back up there.
Wait a minute. So I'm still in confusion. What the fuck? When this happened?
Huh?
This happened for
Coco want all the details.
Hey, look, a lot of stuff happened that I don't share with like a lot of stuff that happened in business. I keep it in business, so like my clients will never feel the impact of anything that happens.
Okay. I mean, if you all right.
No, I'm good. I know, because I know how to move. And it wasn't me that was doing a shady business. It's like it's a lot of shady people out here that, like, I'm not. See, the thing about me is like I don't do anything for $1. Like that's one thing that I stand on. Is like I will turn down money because if I don't feel right about the person. So that's one thing I just brought that up as a teachable moment for people that are out there in business. Like just because the money looks good, you got to make sure the moral value in the whole decision making of the business is right too. Because if that's not right, then like you said, you're gonna get burnt in the end.
Because they'll come back and do it again.
Yeah.
But I think that's also the most important thing. Even still, is like communication is major in any relationship that you have. Whether you want to start over, start originally, attempt to start over, or maybe work out some kinks. There has to be a certain level of communication and understanding on all sides and all scopes in order for anything to be successful. Because once that break is there, it leaves margin for error. And you never know, that error could be great.
You know what? That goes back to our conversation about when you meet two people, when you meet a person, how do you handle them? That's why anytime I go meet somebody, I sit down and talk to them because I want to see what they're thinking. And I'll ask them random questions just to see, okay, is this person in tune with this? Like what's so saying? Look at a person in the eyes, you can see through their soul. You can see their soul. And that's what you have to do because she'll tell you, Miranda will tell you, I don't look at people in the eye all the time unless I need to hear you. Then I'm looking because I want to see what you have anything going on because some people will fake you out, but you can burn right through them.
You can tell those lies, but you can't hide them eyes, man.
You cannot hide them lies. The lies, the eyes will tell the truth.
That's with the bars. But now, what I was going to also say is that you can tell a lot about a person by their actions. A lot of us don't pay attention to people's actions. A lot of us, like, and I'm not going to say all women, but a lot of women are, they're seduced.
Keep it 100.
I'm gonna be real.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Remember, I was real about the men.
Women are seduced by words. Women are seduced by words. You can seduce a woman so good that she drops all her ambition and just wants to be laid up with you all day. Women are seduced by the word.
Like though, they gotta have a pickle to back it up. What's the pickle doing?
But see, that's what I was saying earlier about how.
No. Because you can't just say, hold up.
No.
If you gave up all your ambition, the pickle is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Because you done already
That's not what it was. It wasn't what you said. It's like, man, that's what got me.
And you know what? And sometimes it's not even the pickle; it's the mouthpiece. Because some
That's
people
right.
not turned on by the pickle.
Right.
Yo, I've been
No.
seeing so many, and I'm not even talking about just like my experience, but I done seen women that done gave their whole life away for a dude that ain't shit. He ain't shit. He ain't got shit going. No job, no goals, no nothing.
No, no.
They
No,
just
I think it's
like
more so.
real.
I know we gotta go, but I'm just saying real quick. I think it's more so that it's not even just the words; it's the whole manipulation package. Because you can have some people that will have a conversation with you to see where your weaknesses are, and the actions will go into and feed them weaknesses. So now it's manipulation. So now it's like, okay, if I say this, but I do this because I know she need this. So
Mhm.
now I can get this. So a lot of times those actions will speak volumes. It's just the words come secondary because now the actions are right there. Let me tell you, I trust me. Yeah, it's there.
That's why I said ask a random question to see the response.
You
Ask a
you
random
you
question.
about to have me on you about to have me on this little app asking random questions.
Ask a
So
random question. Just see
how
how
about
it's intelligent. Ask a random question. Yeah. Be like, what do you think
It's
about the war in Ukraine?
it's called the word is called seduction. Seduced. Like
Seduce.
look it
Oh,
up.
I do that with my eyes.
It's a real thing. People get seduced into a lot of things.
Hmm. Now
Don't be
you know why a lot of women go crazy over me and I don't try because I'm a nice
No, that's
guy.
because you be acting like you an introvert and quiet until
I
they get to
am
know
an
you, then they
introvert.
start smoking crack.
You know
No,
what?
What did she say? She said it upset her because I don't interact with people, not even family. I don't. I
Coco.
on Facebook I will yap 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 in the street. I'd be like, I walk around and be like, yo, I'll be like, oh yo, what's up? Yeah, that's what I am.
well, okay, I don't want no introverts then, because if introverts got women out here, got people out here smoking crack and beating up boyfriends and cheating on their husbands, I don't want no fucking
The
introvert. Y'all keep
livest you
yourself in the
look,
house away from me.
the livest you'll see me is when we met in Baltimore that night. But I was in there clowning because you had that one chick that had on the hammer, the plastic Missy Elliott suit on. Y'all had that brown ass paper that you find in the damn bathroom.
It was a seafood place.
That paper was hard as sandpaper.
It's
I'm
a
gonna see.
paper towel.
I'm gonna send you the video because I still got the video.
yeah.
I still got the
Send
video.
it to me.
I'll send it to you. I still
But
got the
right before
video.
he got there, we kept flipping the sign because it was Bubba Gumps. That's where we was at. They closed it down, but we kept flipping the sign because you know when you be like run for us, they come to you and then they be like, and then you flip it back. Me and Tiff was in there just flipping the sign, making them come back and forth. Did
Oh,
not
that's
want a thing. Tiff got the twerking on the.
because
Yeah,
I didn't know what the hell the
yeah,
sign
had
was
some
about.
drinks in
What
y'all.
y'all doing?
Yeah, I had some drink. Yeah, I had some drinks, didn't y'all?
I
Me and
liked it
Tiff,
though.
but you know, me and Tiff like that anyway without drinks. Whenever we go out, it's epic.
Yeah, I liked it though.
Yeah.
Then they ran from me when they got outside.
Oh, we had to go
Ran.
to the next night. We was out.
I
We
was
was
like, I told people I was a tourist. We got to get away from you. They go walk running down the street.
He out there taking pictures. This is Baltimore. You look like you don't belong. You better blend in.
Told people I was a tourist. I said, y'all a tourist, y'all. They're like, man, we got to get away from him.
All
Yo,
right.
they were running down the street, man. They ran down the street.
About to get us all robbed.
Hey, bro. Hey, like next week we're gonna have a talk about these squeegee boys and how aggressive they get at the light, bruh.
Oh
I almost
man,
tripped when you.
I
I need to
don't
hear
think
about
it's
this.
them. I think it's the panhandlers and people. It's because I've never ran into an actual kid that's been like that. Now people that's
What
older
are
that's
squeegee
trying to
boys?
get them on the kids that we want to wipe your windows for change. I
Oh,
feel
the
like
squeegee. Oh, okay,
panhandlers,
yeah,
people who may get high, and homeless people started doing it as well. So
yeah.
they get the label for those. All right, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about
It's
it.
bad here.
Yeah, they go
No,
hard.
They here.
one of them get ready to go to jail for life for because the guy the guy attacked him with a bat and he shot him.
I thought they was
They,
gonna let him up because he was only like 15.
yeah.
No, they charging him as an adult.
Damn, that's messed up.
He had the bat or the guy with the. Oh, he
The
had the
guy
gun.
parked. First of all, the dude didn't even really do nothing to you. He went over, drove over, parked his car,
Yeah.
went to the trunk, grabbed the bat. You going to the bat, swinging it at him. Mind you, they probably like 4 or 5 deep. So
Yeah.
they feel threatened. So he
These
pulled
young
out a
men
gun.
out here got guns.
You ain't about to hit me with no bat neither. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got to get it.
You a grown man, and why would you pull over? You could have kept going.
Yeah.
These young men out here got guns, and they using them, and they know
Okay.
how to use them.
All of them.
They got clips for these.
Sad, man.
Marina, did you want to say anything before we go?
I just want to say thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it. I plan on being here a lot more. Hey.
Word.
You know,
Word.
you're welcome anytime. We gonna always get that link up. That's the new thing in 2023. If you follow us on social media, the link going up, anybody can click it. Multiple people can click it. It don't just have to be one at a time. Y'all can just click it. We can just all be up here lollygagging. If you want to call in, we both want to give out the phone number for anybody that's listening, watching. If you feel more comfortable with calling in, that's fine. We will do that as well. 2023, we all about engaging and doing stuff.
We're on the bring up. We're not on the breakdown. We're trying to bring them up.
And we're gonna work on Bosco toxicity in 2023.
Hell yeah. It's still all on crack.
Yeah. All right. Take us out, man.
We out, y'all. Thanks for tuning. Oh, what up? We're back. Hell yeah. Part 3 of the show.
Don't cut you off. Go ahead, do it. You got.
I hit the button on accident.
Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Our backboard guy, Jason. Arkansas. We don't know what's going on with him. Y'all pray for him. But thank you for tuning in anyway. Come back next Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For Coco, my host, for me, Bosco from the Bronx, from Hand Radio, and our guest, Morena, in the building. Guess what? We out. Peace.